Hello, anyone not still living in the 1970s. We interrupt your day to bring you this announcement. Husker Ninja is in the building. Alright, guys, we are here today with episode number 15 of the Northern Iowa Panthers Dynasty here on NCAA 14. And this is technically going to be the Week 15 bye-week update. I went ahead and advanced to the conference championship. That way we could have everything completely up to date the way it should be, like all the games played and everything. And before we get in, I would like to say from now on, with my normal Dynasty series, instead of doing like strict just announcing what's happening during the game, I'm going to take a little bit more laid back. Especially because, like, as I've been watching football this year, because I watched a lot of college football this year, let me just tell you. But, like, I'm going to be more open to, like, if people are watching on Twitch and they're being active in the chat, I'll go ahead and talk with them in the chat. Like, I mean, when I commentate what's going on about the game, it'll be more of the broadcast type commentary, but I'm going to be a little bit more laid back with it. And I just wanted to let you guys know that. That way you could understand what to expect here, really. Anyway, I suppose we should get started with just what's going around. Actually, we'll get started with previewing the conference championship matchup for us. We're playing Western Kentucky in the Sun Belt Conference title game. We both went 9-3 on the year. And Kirk Herbstreit is actually predicting us to beat Western Kentucky. Not sure I would agree with that, but I mean, whatever floats your boat, I guess. You can take a look at their team info and our team info. I mean, there's really not much going on, so. Oh, you can see we haven't played a national TV game yet. All of our games have been regional broadcasts. Maybe that'll change this week, but here's a look at Western Kentucky's season so far. They lost to Kentucky by 7. Then they beat New Mexico State. They beat South Alabama by 5. They beat FCS Southeast and Louisiana Monroe. And actually, Louisiana Monroe was one of the 3 teams to beat us this year. And then they lost to Louisiana Lafayette. Same here, bud. Same here. And then they won, 6 games in a row, I think? And none of them were even close. Like, the only game they played in that was a close win was against South Alabama. All 3 of their losses were relatively close, though. But anyway, after losing to Louisiana Lafayette, they destroyed Troy, Georgia State, UMass, Army, and Texas State. So that was only a 5-game win streak, my bad. And then they lost to UTSA to end the year. Or end the regular season, anyway. So we'll see if they can come away with the win against us in the conference title game. I personally hope not. You can take a look at the conference rankings. I believe Louisiana Monroe and Louisiana Lafayette are both in the other division. We'll check that later, though. And the recap of our team, or of our season so far. We beat Wyoming in week 1. Then we won a 4-overtime thriller against Florida Atlantic. I mean, that was one of the craziest games I've ever played. Then we beat Texas State by 3. We beat Miami by 10. We beat South Alabama by 7. And so at that point we were 5-0. And then the wheels came off a little bit as we lost to Louisiana Monroe by 7, Louisiana Lafayette by 3, and then UTSA by 3. And each of those 3 weeks, The losses were categorized by turnovers, not scoring in the red zone. Is this the only FCS team in the Dynasty? Yes, it is. I went on to Team Builder and I made Northern Iowa. I didn't want to bother making all the FCS teams. I just did Northern Iowa. And then we closed out with 4 straight wins against, I would say, inferior teams. And that brought us to here in the conference title game. We'll see if we can come away with the win in the next video. And real quick, we'll check the top 25 here just to see how all the teams are doing. Florida State's number 1. Bama's number 2. I'm just going to scroll down, and if there are really any surprises, those will be the ones I'll point out. Otherwise, kind of the same old, same old. Oh yes, and Nebraska City is a team builder team that one of my friends created. No, I'm not done with the stream. It's just the next video will be the conference title game. Actually, in this one stream, I'm going to be doing the bye-week update for this video. And then I'm going to be playing a game for my Memphis Dynasty. And I downloaded Nebraska City from... I downloaded Nebraska City from my friend Crazed Donut. Yeah, this is going on YouTube. And then other than that, in the top 25, there's not much change. We do the conference standings here real quick just to refresh my memory on how the Sun Belt was shaped up. Oh yeah, we were in the weaker of the 2 divisions. We were the only one with a winning record. How many team builder teams? Just the 2, I think. And then yeah, the stronger division was Western Kentucky's. Alright, now we're going to go over recruiting really quickly. We got 24 targets right now. 26 targets right now. And we're going to go over kind of all of the commitments we've had this year because I know it's been a while since our last bye week. We've got Jong Young. He's a center from Hiawatha, Iowa. We also got John Patrick, a quarterback from Omaha, Nebraska. We got Danny Sanders, a fullback. He's from Belton, Missouri. Where did I download Northern Iowa? Actually, I went in and I just made them, yeah. I think I looked up their real-life rosters somewhere online, and I used, 5 real-life players, and then I just, you know what, I'm just going to... The rest of them can have fake names. But yeah, I created Northern Iowa myself. Anyway, we've also got Julius KERR, a guard from Apopka, Florida. We got Dave Green, a middle linebacker from Ralston, Nebraska. Thomas Williams, a strong safety from Independence, Iowa. And one of the recruits I am most excited about is outside linebacker Michael Johnson. He's from Red Oak, Iowa, and he went up 8 to a 77. So just imagine, in the context of playing in the Sun Belt, he could easily be first team all-conference for 4 years. I think he's going to be a really nice addition to the team. And I can't wait to use him next year. We also got tackle Cameron Pearson. Chris Smith, he's a tackle from Caribou, Maine. And now we got Brad Parker. He's a strong safety from Edmonds, Washington. He's another one of those players where it's I can imagine them doing very well against Sunbelt offenses. We got defensive end Donta Smith from Lenoir, North Carolina. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. We got Derek Lewis, a defensive tackle from Malone, Tennessee. We also got Matt Pierce, a free safety from, or Matt Arnold, a free safety from Pierce, Nebraska. Sorry, my bad. We got Chris Holley, a guard from Coralville, Iowa. And honestly, I don't even know if he's going to make the team. He's just kind of there. Then we got Eric Hicks. He's a corner from Marshalltown, Iowa. He could, maybe not year one, but I can imagine him being a pretty big factor on our team in a couple years. Then we also got Chris Sears, a cornerback from Chester, South Carolina. Andrew Charles, a 5-star halfback from Clinton, South Carolina. And honestly, I was really surprised to get this guy. Because if you look like, when we came up to him, it was like week 7 or something, I think. And he had like Alabama and all those guys on the top of his list. And then none of them ever bothered to offer him a scholarship, so this could end up being one of the steals, honestly. And I will definitely take Andrew Charles. He's going to be a good impact player right away. As will Joe Hood, a wideout from Rosemead, California. He got solid catching ratings. And they beat out Kansas and Utah State for him. Among the targets I have left on my board, my top 3 are Adam Mitchell, a wideout from Temple, Texas. David Walker, an athlete from Tuba City, Arizona. And we got David Brooks. He's a halfback from Wheaton, Illinois. And I would say Nathan Woods, an athlete from Evanston, Illinois. And Shane Malone, an outside linebacker from Woso, something like that, Wisconsin. Those would be my top 5 targets for the offseason. Hopefully we can get a couple of those, but next up it will be the conference championship game against Western Kentucky. That will do it for me for this video, and I will see you guys next time. Have a fantastic day, everybody.